we want to take a look at Canada right now. We want to take a look at something happening with Islam in Canada. There was a horrific shooting in a mosque in Quebec, and of course the nation of Canada looking at that with great concern. And was it inspired by hate speech against Muslim? Was it inspired by hostility towards Muslims? So there is a bill, Motion 103, that has been looked at that would ban Islamophobia, that would ban criticism of Islam. When I was just in Canada, Christians presented it to me like that. This will ban criticism of Islam. What are we to make of this? Well, by all means, if there are people who are inciting violent acts against any group, be they atheists, be they Muslims, be they Hindus, be they Christians, be they whoever they are, if you are inciting violence, if you are saying, hey, go out and kill these people, go out and rape these people, go out and maim these people, go out and burn down their houses, I don't care who you are, and I don't care what group you're going after, you should be shut down for that. We do not have freedom to provoke people to break the law and commit all kinds of violent acts. There should be some repercussions for that. But to say we're going to ban, quote, Islamophobia, what does that mean? What is Islamophobia? Does that mean that if I get up and warn against ISIS, that I'm an Islamophobe? Does that mean if I say that Hamas is a terrorist group or the Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist group, that therefore I'm an Islamophobe? Does that mean that if I say that these radical expressions of Islam do actually have a precedent with Islamic history and with the life of Muhammad himself, who was first a spiritual leader, then a political leader, then a military leader? Is that Islamophobia if I say that? Is it Islamophobia if I say that there are passages in the Quran that historically and up to this day have been interpreted to allow Muslims to commit violent acts against those that they call infidels? Is that Islamophobia? Is it Islamophobia for me to say that I don't believe that the angel Gabriel gave revelation from God to Muhammad? That I believe that the version of the Bible that we find in the Quran is twisted and perverted and changed, and that the Bible that we have is the real Bible, the real Word of God? Is that Islamophobic? If I don't believe that Muhammad was a prophet of God and I say so. Now look, I don't believe that from our Christian pulpits we should spend most of our time denouncing Muhammad and denouncing the Quran. And if you want to win a Muslim, you want to win them by building a relationship with them and by pointing them to the real Jesus, not by attacking Muhammad and attacking the Quran. When discussions come up, when apologetics come up, you should be ready to have your answers. But you better believe that Canadians should have the freedom to criticize Islam, just like other Canadians have the freedom to criticize Christianity. And Christians should have the freedom to criticize atheism, just like atheists have the freedom to criticize Christianity. And Muslims should have the freedom to criticize Christianity, and Christians should have the freedom to criticize Hinduism, and everyone should have the freedom to say, here's where we take issue. Jews should have the freedom to say to Jewish followers of Jesus, we believe that you're guilty of idolatry. And we should have the freedom to tell them, we believe you're lost without the Messiah. And when you have a bill like this, I understand the intent of it. And I stand against those who would promote and provoke hostility, violent acts against Muslims or any other group. I deplore that and denounce it. But this bill is absolutely chilling. This bill is not something positive. This bill is an attack on free speech. And I can assure you that it will be used by Muslim radicals to help put forward an ideology that is more and more extreme, because you will not have the ability to push back so much. I can assure you that this will ultimately hurt Canada more than help Canada.